Today I am going to discuss about on transcriptional regulation and epigenetics. A good afternoon to everyone. I am Abhishek Chhattar, MSc Life Science from National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. So, what is transcriptional regulation? First of all, we should know about transcriptional regulation. Okay. So, before going to start about transcriptional regulation, I should focus on some of the important factors or some of the important concepts regarding this transcriptional regulation. So, in this unit, we will discuss about the regulation of transcription, which is the primary level at which gene expression is controlled. Regulation of transcription is fundamental. We know that regulation of transcription is fundamental to all aspects of cell behavior, from the utilization of nutrients by bacteria to the complex behavior of neurons in the human brain. So, from the very ancient time, this cell behavior and also this utilization of nutrients by bacteria occur starting from the our origin of earth. Okay, means during origin of earth, this utilization of nutrients and cell behavior is the general aspects of fundamental aspects of our transcription regulation. Okay, and the mechanisms that determine patterns of gene expression in eukaryotes are multifaceted, including epigenetic control by modification of chromatin, then the complex network that regulate gene expression that determine the normal behavior of the many different cell types in the human body, and this complex network which regulate gene expression that also determine the normal behavior of many different cell types. Suppose if a gene is there, insulin gene is there, so insulin gene will regulate the many different cell types. It may be our fibroblast cell types, it may be our epithelial cell types, it may be our muscular cell type. So on account of this distribution of the cell types, this human body controls the normal behavior also. So one might expect these abnormalities of transcriptional regulation underlie many common diseases. So if the transcriptional regulation does not occur properly, then it also causes cancer. So gene regulation in E. coli unit is why this gene regulation in E. coli is important. What is the objective of this gene regulation? In here, we should be able to learn how lactose regulates transcription of the lag operon, how lactose regulates transcription of the lag operon. Then we distinguish between positive control and negative control. Then we explain why repressors inhibit but activators stimulate this transcription. The pioneering studies of this transcriptional regulation were carried out in E. coli by Francois Jacob and Jacques Monod in the 1950s. The basic mechanisms uncovered by these studies remain fundamental to both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Although regulation in eukaryotes has evolved to be far more complex and multi-layered, nonetheless an initial understanding of the way in which E. coli responds to the availability of different nutrients elucidate the underlying principles by which all cells regulate expression of their genes. So initial understanding of the way in which how does E. coli respond to the availability of different type of nutrients that elucidate the underlying principles, means these nutrients availability also regulate the principles by which all cells also regulate expression of their genes. The like repressor, then we going to start about this like repressor. What is the function of this like repressor? Transcription can be regulated at the stages of both initiation and elongation, but most transcriptional regulation in bacteria operates at the level of initiation. And the first studies of gene regulation that analyzed the expression of E. coli enzymes involved in the metabolism of lactose, which can be used as a principal component of lactose and which can be used as a source of carbon and energy by cleavage to galactose and glucose. And we can also see this mechanism in detail in our next figure. The enzyme that catalyzes this cleavage of lactose, beta galactosidase, okay, and other enzymes involved in lactose metabolism are expressed only when lactose is available for use by the bacteria. Okay. So here we can see that this lactose is hydrolyzed by which enzyme? Beta galactosidase. We can see here that this lactose subunit is actually lactose is our disaccharide and